We think of county services, permits or elections usually come to mind. But there's another much quieter, more solemn duty handled behind the scenes, caring for people who pass away with no one left to claim them. Action News Now reporter Jerry O'Lennon reports a rise in homelessness is contributing to a growing number of county-funded dispositions for people who die alone and unclaimed.
When you drive by a cemetery, you might not think about those who leave this world with no one to handle their final arrangements. They are the indigent, people with no savings and no one to be called.
They have very not sufficient resources, or their family doesn't have sufficient resources.
Christy Shear is with the Butte County Department of Employment and Social Services. Her office steps in when there is nowhere else to turn. It's a growing responsibility.
So we are seeing a large population with no family or family ties that have been severed many, many decades ago.
This particular county office is busier than you may think. To give you an idea, in 2025, an estimated 200 indigent people were cremated at a cost of approximately $1,200 per cremation. In these cases, burial is not an option. The process usually begins when a funeral home notifies the county that finances or family members are missing. But this isn't an automatic service. Shearer says they use a strict vetting process to ensure the need is real.
We're looking at really like the poverty rate, and then there's also a hardship application.
Under state law, every county must provide for those who cannot afford a final disposition. It's a matter of providing dignity, yes, but it's also a matter of public health.
So if you would think about, 200 people or so a year who would not have a cremation, where would those remains go? What would happen to them?
Beyond these hundreds of indigent cases, the county also handles a more somber task, ensuring a handful of veterans, those without benefits or loved ones, are not forgotten in the end. Whether it's a veteran with no family or a neighbor with no means, the goal remains the same: to provide a final resting place with the dignity every person deserves. In Butte County, Jerry O'Lennon, Action News Now.
In Butte County, if the next of kin cannot be found, remains are held at the Gridley Cemetery's ossuary for 1 year. And if a family member is still not found, the remains are spread at an undisclosed location.